Alright, we are live. Hey Sam, hey Y2K. Hey Revry. You know, he doesn't really play the way Bruce Irvin played, but honestly, he probably won't get on the field that much for a little while because we're in nickel so much. I'm interested to see how many snaps he actually plays because we're always playing nickel because teams are just airing the ball out constantly on us. But I think I think he's got a chance. Yeah, I heard about that. You gotta believe the doctor's gonna get sued, right?
We've got you cornered, Carter.
He should lose his license, probably.
Jennifer now.
As you wish.
Jennifer!
Hey. Huh? That's not what I expected. Me neither.
Hey, you call this a modification?
So you found out about it, eh?
The Chargers doctor tried to kill him.
That's right. I've installed a neural override device.
Yeah, Robert. They did.
Exactly. Jennifer is now my puppet. Jennifer, go defeat Gordon.
This must be a joke. I, the defender of Earth, could never lose to such a delicate creature.
Yeah, I hope the Heat finish the series in 5. I know one Celtics fan who desperately needs to eat some shit. So hopefully he eats some shit after they lose.
Gordon, maybe you're not cut out to be a hero.
What do you think of that? Jennifer is a master of the ancient martial art, Kung Fu.
What? I never knew that.
You never asked.
That explains it. So what am I supposed to do? No way can I
There's
use
no
my
way the
full
Nuggets
fighting
win that
potential
series.
against Jennifer.
The NBA will not allow the Nuggets to win that series. There's no way.
You lose anyways, man. How about we just blow up the entire ship?
Oh, no, you don't. I already claimed this ship.
I see. Well, so much for that idea.
Captain Gordon, defender of Earth, facing his greatest challenge ever.
How pathetic, Gordon. What happened to that spirit you were bragging about?
Am I gonna get Curtis in my party?
Curtis,
That would be lit.
You're better already.
Your voice woke my heart up to the ideals I forgot long ago. Stand aside. Let me show you my defender spirit.
Jennifer, kill that traitor first.
Daryl Taylor isn't gonna do much this year, Revry. It is what it is.
Gordon, you called me a comrade. I looked up to you. That's why I became a scientist in the first place. Funny, isn't it? How did things end up like this? If only I had realized sooner. No, it's enough that I realized it in the end. I bet they're smiling down on me from heaven.
I would just put Daryl Taylor out of your mind this year. He's not gonna do anything this year.
Stop wasting your time with that miserable traitor. Curse you all! I'll just blow you all up, and Jennifer too. In case of an event like this, I put the bomb activate the neural override device. Now die!
Well, yeah, Y2K, but he had a bum off season, and then he got hurt. Like, it's really hard to overcome that.
I made that device.
Look at Collier
and
last
I
year
know
compared
its
to this
weakness.
year.
Jennifer, I can't let you die here. Oh!
I mean, Freddie Swing's doing his job. That's really all I can say. He hasn't done anything
Hey, Gordon,
over the top, but he's
do you
doing his
think I
job.
could ever be a
And he
true
already knows the
defender?
offense, which is nice. Yeah, Robert, I definitely am.
Yeah, of course you could be.
No, Alex, I did not see
What
that.
am I saying? You are a true defender of Earth.
Thanks, Gordon. I won't forget the defender spirit you showed me.
I should be the one thanking you, Curtis. You will be known as the 38th Defender of Earth.
Heed my words, Death. I command you in the name of King Laharl. Lead the soul of Curtis, Defender of Earth, to his family's side.
Prince. Laharl.
Don't say a word. As the overlord of the Netherworld, I was just paying homage to a true hero. That's all.
Yes, I understand.
Carter, I'll never forgive you.
That seems like a decent bet, Robert, but I don't totally
Jennifer,
trust the
You're
Packers.
back to normal.
Yes, I was conscious the entire time I was being controlled.
Y2K, we paid Dorsett less than $1 million, so it's not quite as bad as you
Because of
think.
me, Curtis.
He did what he thought was right. I'm sure he has no regrets. And now his spirit will burn brightly in your
Yeah,
heart.
I heard that, Sam.
Yeah, you're right.
Jennifer, you are no longer my assistant. Fight alongside me as an equal, as a defender of Earth.
Thank you, Gordon. I understand. Let's forget about the past and concentrate on the present.
Wait, Jennifer! I'm your father! Have you forgotten everything that I've done for you?
No, I haven't. If you hadn't taken me in back then, I might not be here today. I loved you and believed in you. But we were never a true family to begin with. You raised me only so you could manipulate me. I'll never call you father again. Prepare yourself, Carter.
No, Eduardo, I'm afraid I can't see it that way.
You ungrateful little... That's it. Die!
A celestial host? Why? Why are angels helping him?
Apparently someone's been pulling strings from behind the scenes.
Celestia's involved, huh? It just keeps getting better, Prince.
It can't be. Is this the will of the Seraph?
I mean, the pass rush was probably a little better than it looked throughout that game because we missed so many sacks on Cam. But by the end of that game, our pass rush was completely dead. It was a complete corpse. When we needed it the most, the pass rush did nothing.
I'll protect you.
I actually think Dunbar played a pretty good second half. Not just the interception, but I think he played pretty good in the second half, and maybe he's starting to figure this, the Carol system out. So I'm optimistic about that. Alex, I don't see how that's possible. Monet has not gotten a single QB pressure this year. How can he have a pass rush win rate when he hasn't created a single pressure? That seems like it's a literal impossibility. Okay, so somehow Brian Monet is winning in the pass rush a lot, and it's not translating to pressures, okay? I mean, I don't know if there's any value in winning in pass rush rate if you're not at least getting pressure. It's like if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it. But hey, that's something. That's cool, I guess. I don't know. He's barely played too. I mean, it's a tiny, tiny sample size.
Finish! Justice shall prevail.
If Monet actually ends up being an okay player, that would be pretty cool because I really didn't expect anything from him as a player. What do I want to do? Yeah, that's the worst thing about this team right now. I actually think the fact that Reed and like Reed's gonna get hurt if he plays this many snaps all year, dude. Reed's gonna get freaking hurt. Eduardo, I don't really care about Clay Matthews. I didn't. He was a rookie last year. Chill out. He was a rookie who barely played. Like, stuff happens. Andrew, did you watch the video I uploaded earlier today? Kyle Fuller's, we can play him now. I don't know if he's going to play, but he can be activated now. No, Amadi's going to be in the slot until he proves he can't do it anymore. Andrew, can you hear me? I asked you a question. We're not signing Earl, guys. I would rather sign Tedrick Thompson. I have no time for that garbage. Okay. No, Andrew, what I said was, did you watch the video I uploaded today? The only Twisted Metal I ever played much of was Twisted Metal Black, which was a really good game. I haven't played the others. going to be live streaming me watching the game tomorrow to celebrate getting 1,200 subs. I think I mentioned that in the video right at the beginning. So, by the way, everybody should come out and watch that.
Pray.
The only Mario RPG I've ever played is the original Mario RPG, and that was a good game. I didn't love it, but it was good. No, Diggs is not a top 5 free safety, I don't think. I don't see him that way. Shit, dude, this is positioned exactly to bone me over. Okay,
Terminate!
Oh, I'm not picking the Titans for a while. Andrew, I'm actually doing really well so far. My instincts have been good. Eduardo, I'm gonna say what I said last night in stream. Give this defense time. It's gonna get better with time. That's all anybody can say right now. There's no player that's gonna save us. There's no trade we can make that'll save us. People talking about things like trades or picking up this free agent. They're missing the big picture here. Like, in the video I posted yesterday, I had one commenter kind of get mad at me because he was like, why are you talking about the offense? Well, you need to be talking about how we should sign Clay Matthews. It's like, I'm not going to make a video about Clay Matthews because I don't give a crap if we sign Clay Matthews because he doesn't matter.
Finish!
Like, signing Clay Matthews might help, but he's not going to save us. I don't know how many times I have to say that, but it's still true. It doesn't really matter that much. Like, yes, we should probably sign somebody because we need another body, but even if we get that body, we are not going to have a good defense now. We still have one of the worst defenses in the league. That's not going to change. It's not. Okay, what are you? Okay, you're weak to ice. Did I already? Damn it! And it's super resistant to fire. God damn it. That sucks. But you know what? I think I can do this. Okay, maybe our pass rush rate overall is, like, passable or better than we think. That's not my problem. My problem is, after Bruce Irvin went down, it was complete garbage. Like, after Bruce Irvin got hurt, I don't think we got pressure on Cam the whole rest of the game. At least not meaningful pressure.
I'll protect you.
Andrew, you gotta slow down, dude. You're asking, like, questions from 3 different directions, and you're making me lose track of shit. Trey Flowers has barely played, so I don't know. Seems okay. mean, the thing is, guys, you don't need to add a name player to this defense to address the addressable issue. You could go get a guy off the practice squad, and it's just as good. Because, honestly, Clay Matthews at this point in his career is probably no better a pass rusher than Shaquem Griffin. Especially in this defense. I don't think Trey Flowers is good for the nickel. Hi, Eddie. See, guys, do you see what we're doing here? We're talking about Clay Matthews, who is 34 years old and is a free agent in week 3 of the NFL season and has never played 4-3 defensive end. We're talking about Cameron Wake, who is 38 years old and retired. We're talking about Snacks and Marcel Darius, who had 2 pressures each last season. Like, are you guys seeing the problem here? These players suck. These players that we're talking about getting are not good. What is the difference at this point between Cameron Wake and Shaquem Griffin? Probably very, very little.
Die. Pray.
I'm not thinking about this defense right now because it is what it is. And right now, I don't think anything is going to fix that. I think the only thing we can do as a team is focus on this offense producing at a maximum level, like 40 plus points a game. Okay, if it's not Shaquem Griffin, then it's some other dude you pick up off the street. Ooh, we got him.
You may have foiled my plans this time, but I'm not through yet.
Wait, Carter!
Aiden, I could see that. I could see that, Aiden. I think it might happen.
Farewell!
Well, Andrew, the point I'm trying to make is that the defense will get better with time. By the end of this season, or the halfway point of this season, the defense should start coming around because they're going to have more time in the system. They're going to be more familiar with each other. They're going to just start playing better because they get more experience. That's what's going to save this defense, not picking up one crappy player or 2 crappy players, or even getting a decent player like Geno Atkins. Like, I would love to trade for Geno Atkins. I think he's a pretty good player still. I think he could help. But that's not going to be what makes this defense good.
I can't believe it. Demons are that powerful. His information.
Yes, Sam.
Wrong. Damn it. Was it trying to drive humanity into extinction from the beginning?
Who is he?
Oh, who are you?
Who's Hicks? Jordan Hicks, the linebacker? He's not that old. Or Akeem Hicks? Which Hicks are you guys talking about?
No matter how advanced your technology is, it is impossible to infiltrate the netherworld without help. Now answer, who is behind this?
I can't.
If you do not say, I will kill you.
Akeem Hicks? I mean, okay, again, I'm gonna say the same thing about him. And why would the Bears trade him? They're 2-0. If the Bears were 0-2, they would probably trade him because they want to shed his salary, but they're not gonna trade him.
It's a man with white wings. I'm innocent. I just wanted to save the Earth.
I see. Foolish human. You cannot save the Earth. How do you intend to save all of mankind when you cannot even save your daughter?
I think people need to give Shell a little bit more time.
You have sacrificed the lives of others to satisfy your own ego.
I think Shell needs a little more time before we throw in the towel on him. I mean, if you want to be real, Damian Lewis cannot pass block to save his life right now. And people haven't given up on him. And it's because Lewis is a rookie, but Shell just got here, basically, so I don't think the difference is that big.
Until you realize that, you will be plagued by nightmares. We will be watching you. Oh, why am I so awesome?
Phil Haynes won't start games until Lupati gets hurt.
Forget you. I swear to you that I will fight with both our strength for the sake of humanity.
Y2K, there was a play where he got blown up by a blitzing safety. I'm not kidding, by the way. Go look it up. It's on Field Goals. There is a play where Damian Lewis gets blown up by a blitzing safety. I mean, like, blown back.
No, not just for humanity, for every living creature.
I will too, Curtis. You saved my life. I shall repay you by dedicating it to world peace. And to preventing others from becoming victims like you and your family.
Lon?
I'm going back to Celestia.
What?
I must return to find out the Seraph's true intentions.
Alright, we finished the episode, boys.
Seems like one problem leads to another. We found out that the humans were being manipulated by the angels. Now, Flan wants to return to Celestia to go face to face with the Seraph himself. What awaits her there? Will the Archangel's true intent be finally revealed? Next on Disgaea, Hour of Darkness, final episode. What lies beyond the battle? The fate of the Netherworld is in your hands.
This must be a dream.
He's acting all serious.
Could this be a sign of terrible things to come?
It's the end of the world!
End of the world. Danger.
Pro Football
Danger.
Focus is
Danger.
bad, but Damian Lewis definitely has problems in pass blocking.
Oh, they're gonna get it!
What about Alton Robinson, Eduardo? I like Alton, but I have no illusions that he's going to save us. He's probably just going to be a body
After
to take up
learning that
20 snaps a
Celestia
game,
was
and
behind
that's
the incident
valuable.
with the Earth Defense Force, I made up my mind to go back to Celestia to ask the Seraph about it directly.
You know, there is value in getting Benson Mayo off the field every now and then, but in terms of his impact, I don't think it's going to be very much.
The entire universe would come to such an unexpected end.
Your mind's made up?
Yes. I must speak with the Seraph and find out what has been happening in Celestia.
Like, I mean, I'm not going to say this is why he got hurt, because it's probably not, but Bruce Irvin was playing too many snaps too. You can't have your pass rushers out there for that many snaps unless they're the best in the league.
Do you realize that you may have to face him as an enemy?
Face Master Lamington as my enemy?
Alex, they said he's going to take the place of Bruce Irvin. Which, I don't really know if that's his skill set, but, I don't think we're going to have him playing part-time defensive end, at least.
He's the head of Celestia, right? We know that someone in Celestia has been helping the EDF. He must have known about it.
I agree. I think it's very possible that he's even the mastermind.
Wasn't he the one who ordered you to go to the Netherworld in the first place? To assassinate my old man?
What? An angel ordering an assassination? That's just wrong. He's guilty.
You know,
without
say whatever you
doubt.
want to say, but LJ Collier has played much better than Clowney through 2 games. I'm just going to put that out there. And I'm not joking, by the way. I'm 100% serious. LJ Collier has had a much better positive impact than Clowney through 2 games.
No, he's not!
Can you say that for sure?
I believe in Master Lamington.
Yeah, he has, Aiden.
I see. All right then, let's get going.
Hey, Emmett, how's it going?
It's a good opportunity for me to check out the so-called Seraph. I'm going with you.
Laharl,
Jeez, Prince, why don't you just admit it?
I'm worried about Flan, so I'm gonna go with her.
What's so hard about that, huh?
Fool! That's far from the truth.
Now, we all feel the same
So-
way, Harley.
Oh. As far as I know, Clowney has not gotten a QB pressure. Let me look this up. What am I saying? I can look all this shit up now. I am a stat master. Through 2 games, Jadeveon Clowney has 4 QB pressures. LJ Collier has 5. And LJ Collier has what is effectively a sack because one of his pressures forced an intentional grounding. And LJ Collier has the most clutch tackle for loss of the whole season. And he knocked down a pass. I don't think Clowney's done that yet. You know, Emmett, I really like that. I really like that. If the Texans lose this week, they're 0-3. If they go 0-3, do they go into fire sale mode? And do they just say everybody must go except for Tunsil and Watson? Or is that division so bad they're still just like, hey, let's go win this thing? Y2K, Collier hasn't even been on the field that much. His snap percentage is actually pretty low, which makes his achievement so far this year all the more remarkable.
Jennifer's right. As the defender of Earth, I cannot let my comrade go alone.
Beep, beep, bleep, beep. We are comrades. We go together. End of discussion.
Bunch of fools.
Yeah, the Texans play the Steelers this weekend. If the Steelers beat them, they should probably just be like, okay, let's trade our veterans for everything we can get.
everybody. Thank you.
I think Rasheem would help a good amount, Alex. But
Final episode.
I'm telling
What
you,
lies
and I've been
beyond
saying
the
this
battle.
over and over the last 2 days. These players that you want to get, these players that you're thinking about signing or trading for, they can help, but they're not going to save us. So don't think that if we trade for Jacob Martin, the defense is suddenly going to be top 10. Or if we sign Clay Matthews, our defense is suddenly going to be top 10. That's not going to happen, guys. Even guys like J.J. Watt. You know, and I think J.J. Watt still has something left in the tank, but that's not what's going to save our defense. The only thing that's going to save this defense is time and experience, and hopefully that works out by the end of the season, and if it doesn't, then maybe we can make some firings at the end of the year. But Clay Matthews is a 34-year-old outside linebacker who can't even get on a team in week 3. He's not gonna come here and, like, save the Seahawks defense and suddenly turn them into an elite unit. Y2K, would Aaron Donald save our season? That kind of player could go a long way, but the players who can do things like that are not players that we will ever be able to get. Yeah, Emmett, oh yeah, 2 things. I don't know if you saw this, but tomorrow I'm going to be doing a 1,200 subscriber special. I'm going to live stream the second half of the Dolphins-Jaguars game, or watching it anyway, and I'm going to probably live stream the Mariners game, assuming, well, let's actually check something out here real quick. Yeah, I can live stream watching the Mariners season officially end, because the Mariners are currently, they have a 0.1% chance of making the playoffs, so it's not over, but it probably will be over tomorrow. Also, next week I will make a video about potential trade targets for the Seahawks, because one thing I do want to say is that these players that people are talking about getting, they're not going to save this defense, but they are going to help with the rotation and keep Jerron Reed from playing 90 frickin' snaps every game, which is ridiculous. No, Emmett, we made the playoffs in 2001, so it's been 19 now? Kind of depressing. So we can probably watch the Mariners' playoff seat hopes officially slip away tomorrow. Yeah. Like, if we signed Clay Matthews, it wouldn't help this defense play better because Clay Matthews sucks now. But signing Clay Matthews would help give Benson Mayowa some rest, which will hopefully preserve him for the end of the year. Alex, yes, the Blue Jays currently have like a 99.8% chance of making the playoffs. I gotta take a leak. I'll be right back, guys. Hey, Captain Rex. Yeah, I would rather have Metcalf than Clark. And, like, this is what I tried to say in the video I posted on Monday. You know? The only thing that's going to make this defense look good right now is letting them sit on the sideline all game watching Wilson march up and down the field and score 50 points. That's the only thing that's going to make us look good.
So, this is the entrance to Celestia.
Oh. Will Powers, I missed your question up there. I'm not a fan of BLM. I do not support BLM. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it at that, but to answer your question, that would be that. And, okay, you're asking about Breonna Taylor. What happened sucked. It was a tragedy. But it was a freak accident, and I think people lose sight of that a little bit. Could we have paid Clark? It would have been tough, but it should have been possible, right? Because if you look what the Chiefs are doing, we should have been able to pay all our guys too.
It is said that one of the former Seraphs had this gate constructed to cut off the Netherworld from Celestia. That's why it can only be opened by the residents of Celestia.
That's not fair.
Okay, I'm going to open the gate. Is everybody ready?
Bonjour, everyone. It is a pleasure to see you here.
Let me ask everybody a question in the chat. Just reply with yes or no. Should the Seahawks have gone for it on 4th and 1 with 2 minutes left in the game instead of punting the ball back to the Patriots with like 1 minute and 40 seconds left? I think the answer is yes. I would rather put the game in the hands of Wilson and the offense, which is incredible, instead of putting it in the hands of the defense, which is terrible. Like, that's how I look at things like that. That's just me.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Midboss.
Those are the kinds of things that we're going to need to start doing to mitigate this crappy offense. Crappy defense. Don't let the defense get on the field. The defense can't blow the game at the end if the offense doesn't give the ball up. That's how I view things.
Weren't you saying earlier that only Celestians can open this gate?
If we were the Bears, I would say punt it. The Bears should be punting all day. Well, Y2K, that's kind of what I've been alluding to. This is how I would put it. The Seahawks defense so far this season has faced about 150 snaps. Our defense has been on the field for about 150 snaps. And if you were to look at the top 5% of most important plays we face this year on defense, we're doing really well on those top 5%. And the top 5 most important plays the defense have faced would be the last play of the game against the Patriots, the 4th downs against Atlanta, the 4th down against New England, probably a couple of the 3rd and shorts. We're doing awesome on those plays. The 2-point conversions as well, you could also throw in there. On the other 95% of plays that the defense is on the field for, we're terrible. And the point I'm trying to make is that 95% is much more indicative of what our defense is than the 5%. I'm saying that the fact that we're so good in that top 5% of most important plays is kind of fluky and lucky, and we can't count on that to hold up. Bobby Wagner doesn't inject a bunch of steroids into his butt on the most important defensive plays of the game. LJ Collier doesn't suddenly eat Popeye spinach right before the 3 most important snaps of the game. That's not how this works.
Oh, That's strange.
It has been thousands of years since a demon other than Wa passed through this gate.
That's very believable, Emmett.
Aha! It's all clear to me now. You're an evil henchman who's been hired by the Seraph.
Wrong!
I know. You're an angel in disguise.
Another wrong answer! You all have very active imaginations, but I, the Dark Adonis, just happened to be passing by. Nothing more.
Huh. So, Dark Adonis, why is it that you're in Celestia?
Yeah, I mean, Cam played great on Sunday, but you will not see Cam play another game like that this whole year. There's no way he has another game like that. Alex, I was a big Carson Wentz fan, but the party's over. That ACL injury zapped a lot of his effectiveness, and he's never going to get it back. Athleticism was too big a part of his game.
I am here to test your resolve.
So I love Carson Wentz, but it's a wrap. That injury ruined him. He got RG3'd.
What?
From this point on, you will face challenges unlike anything you have experienced before. Whether or not you can emerge victorious, I would like to see with my own eyes.
But what does that have to do with you? Why do you care? Answer me!
We have talked long enough. Show me what you are capable of.
Eduardo, with all the injuries the Cowboys have, although we actually have quite a few too, TBD on a lot of these players, but it's turning into a game we should probably win, but I'm prepared. Like, you can lose to everybody. When you have a defense this bad, you can lose to anybody, and we're just gonna have to lean on Wilson being perfect again, basically. That's all I can see right now. Yeah, probably so, Alex.
Here I come!
I mean, in the preseason, I said I thought we were going to lose to Dallas. I don't think Dallas is as good as I thought they were going to be, but I mean, seriously, guys, they had 3 fumbles and 2 failed fake punts against Atlanta, and they still put up 40 points. Like that's some sick, wicked, nasty stuff. Yeah, definitely, Alex. Definitely. I could totally see that. And again, I like Carson Wentz. I love Carson Wentz. Actually, I thought it was awesome at one point. But party's over. We just need to go into every game with the mindset that we need to score 40 points to win. If we do that, I think things will work out. Because the offense, a lot of people, myself included, were kind of critical, have been critical of more for a while, but he improved significantly this year, in my opinion. I like what we're doing with him. I like what he's doing out there. So, this offense, even without Josh Gordon for the moment, it's capable of dropping tons of points every week. And I know the Patriots defense might not be that good this year. The Patriots defense might not be that good this year. Wilson still dominated a Belichick defense. That means something.
Prepare yourself!
And by the way, guys, I don't know if you guys have seen, by the way, is my mic better? I tried to reconnect it. Can you guys hear me? Is this better? The Cowboys are probably not going to have their top 2 cornerbacks against us on Sunday. They're already down, they're guaranteed to not have Cheeto, and I don't think they're going to have Trevon Diggs. So Wilson should honestly be able to set records against that secondary. Wilson should be able to set some records on that secondary, and don't get me wrong, the interior of their defense is super weak, so we should be able to run the ball well too. But that Dallas secondary is missing 2 starters. Like, look what Cam did to us when we lost 1 starter.
I'll finish this. 10.
Dallas has decent defensive ends. Although DeMarcus Lawrence hasn't done anything in a while. Let me look this up real quick. Okay, DeMarcus Lawrence, after 2018, signed a $100 million contract. And since then, he has played in 18 games and has 5 sacks and 29 pressures. I would want a refund if I was the Cowboys. Yeah, Emmett, do you see how defenses and, like, secondary players are so terrified of him because he's such a physical specimen? Like, I swear these guys are just scared of him. Tristan Hill, who isn't very good. They were betting everything on Gerald McCoy, and it's not happening. Yeah, I like the Dallas offense, Eduardo. The offensive line's weak, but in terms of skill positions. Apparently during the Eagles playoff game last year, Fletcher Cox told DK, "You're going to be a tight end in a couple years," and DK said, "No, man, I'm too fast." And I think he's right. Like, I'll probably still be live in 30 minutes, Cap. Y2K, what game are you talking about? Disgaea? It's actually not that long of a game, but there is a lot going on in it that you have to be tuned into in order to understand what's up. You don't have to do that, Y2K, but you certainly can, and I'm not going to stop you from doing it if you want to do it.
Prepare yourself!
I'm going to go, and also, amusing little anecdote here. Given that the Cowboys' tackle position is currently a wasteland of depression and sadness, with Tyron Smith possibly out and La'el Collins definitely out, it is very possible that LJ Collier will meet his season projection for pressures before the end of the third game. If he gets 2 pressures, he will be at 7 for the season. Tyron Smith is inconsistent. But he's injured right now. Yes, Y2K, there are extra bosses, and you can petition the Senate to make the battles in the game harder with higher level opponents. Like, after this battle I can show you, you can go to the Senate and ask, make everybody's level higher that I fight. And you can do that basically infinitely if you want to.
Prepare yourself!
Well, no, not Collier against Zeke. Collier against backup offensive tackles. That's what I'm looking at. Because the Cowboys' starting right tackle is an undrafted rookie free agent starting his 3rd ever game. And their starting left tackle, if Tyron Smith is out, is some guy I've never heard of either. Yeah, Y2K, you can do that too. Yeah, Revry, I think we should be able to get a bit of pressure on Dak. Although, again, their offensive line might be bad, but our defensive line is also bad, so don't be shocked if it's not anything particularly special. Rasheem Green gets his neck stuff sorted out, because he's going to be important in this game in my estimation.
Here I
come! Your teamwork is impressive. I commend you for having come so far.
Huh? Where's the usual pathetic excuse of yours?
Demons, angels, humans? Rather than learn about each other, they use words such as good and evil to differentiate themselves. That is the sad truth.
Wait, that reminds me of something Master Lamington once said to me.
However, through our battle, you have proved to me that regardless of our differences, all creatures can become one in spirit. As long as you bear that in mind, I am sure you can overcome any ordeal.
Prince, something's definitely wrong. Mid-Boss is acting all serious.
Oh, by the way, guys, DeMarcus Lawrence, the $100 million man, has 0 pressures through 2 games. If it rains on Sunday, that's not a good thing, Eduardo. I mean Revry. That's not a good thing if it rains. Wilson never plays well in the rain. I don't think Wilson's ever had a good bad weather game in his career unless you count the Green Bay playoff game, which wasn't really bad weather, it was just cold.
Yeah, this must be a trap of some sort. Who are you, really?
As I said, I am the Dark Adonis. Farewell!
So, what was that all about?
Beats me.
I think Mr. Mid-Boss was trying to encourage us in his own way.
Eduardo, do you actually think Wilson played good against the Vikings in the playoffs?
He is a true rival indeed.
Oh, the beauty of friendship between rivals.
Robert, Wilson completed like 9 passes against the Saints or something. He didn't do anything in that game. And Wilson did not play that good in the NFC Championship game against the Niners either. This is like old, Wilson 1.0 when he was just like, Doug Flutie or something. Anyway, but Wilson typically does not play well in bad weather. This offense as a whole does not play well in bad weather. I want nothing to do with bad weather games.
Were we all listening to the same conversation?
Master Lamington, we have an emergency.
What is the matter?
That traitor Flan has begun her invasion of Celestia, leading a battalion of demons.
The day has finally come.
We are prepared to intercept the demons. I will lead the troops myself, with your permission, of course.
Very well. I shall leave the matter to you. But I want them...
Very possible, Eduardo.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Captured? Nonsense. I will kill them amidst the confusion. It is only a matter of time before
Kay, I don't know.
And that is when
I don't really care. Logic dictates that eventually Carson and Hyde are going to vulture some of those touchdowns, and it's hard to know exactly how that's going to play out. One nice thing is he has DK Metcalf, who will run through 8 people in order to get to the goal line, so... his touchdown should go up just from having a receiver who's capable of doing some of that stuff, but I'm not going to pretend like I can reasonably predict that kind of thing. That's hard. Emmett says, isn't this a season for projections? Well, I'll take a stab at it. I'm going to say Wilson throws 47 touchdowns. All right. I'm just going to pull a number out. I'm going to say 47. But don't ask me to try to back that up with any particular thing.
The Celestial Host!
Target confirmed. Proceeding as ordered.
Hopefully this is finally the year where he doesn't have a couple bad games at an inopportune moment and lose MVP. That's kind of what happened last year. He had a couple bad games at the wrong time and lost MVP. Like, if he goes off on the Cowboys and beats the Cowboys this weekend, then he's going to have a much stronger argument over Dak, because Dak is going to put up MVP numbers, I think. Even if the Cowboys don't have a good season, Dak will put up MVP numbers because their defense sucks and he has great receivers.
Are these your fellow Celestians?
Yes, but they are full-fledged angels.
I don't think they're here to give you a warm welcome back, though.
Angel Trainee Flan. By order of Archangel Volcanus, you are to be executed for treason.
Wait! Please! I haven't committed treason! It's all a misunderstanding! Master Volcanus is mistaken!
Your objections are meaningless. You are a traitor and must be executed.
Please let me see the Seraph! I know he will straighten everything out!
Request denied. We were given no such orders. Our orders are to execute Angel Trainee Flan and all that assist her.
I beg you! Listen to me!
Lon, don't waste your breath.
Yeah, these morons haven't listened to a word you've said.
I can't fight!
all that determination of yours? If you're just gonna give up, then why did you bother to come?
Y2K, the story's good. It's not like Persona or Final Fantasy, but it's kind of like an anime. It's a little more it's a little more like a goofy anime than a serious anime, I guess, but it's fine. Oh, Lamar's gonna get injured. Ask Emmett about that, he knows. Lamar is going to get injured one day. It's not a matter of if.
Harley, you're being too harsh on her.
Jennifer's right. As a defender, I cannot tolerate such treatment of a lady.
It's okay. Laharl is right. I thought I had made up my mind.
Yeah, Emmett, I made the Wagner video today. He didn't play that badly against the Patriots overall. It was definitely not as good as he played against Atlanta, but after looking at it, he's still playing pretty well. And given how much other teams throw the ball against the Seahawks so far, he's actually holding up pretty well in coverage. Oh, and by the way, I want to warn everybody about that Dolphins game, because if we go down to Florida and the weather's and like the temperature's over 100 degrees, that game's terrifying, and I don't care how bad Miami is.
Once I face the reality of the situation, No, I can't be like this. I'm sorry. I'm all right now.
Just something to think about.
Thank you, Laharl.
Just don't waste my time with any more talk of giving up, or else I'm out of here.
I understand.
Huh. Then let's hurry up and kick some angel butt.
Okay.
You have demonstrated resistance. The use of deadly force is authorized against all opposition.
Be my guest. Show me what you've got.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the table right here, right now. If it's like 100-something degrees in Florida, that can make our team wilt. I'm not saying we will lose, I'm saying I'm scared. But on the bright side, at least we don't have to play in MetLife this year. Thank God we don't have to play in MetLife this year. I mean, a lot of Seahawks games this year are going to come down to who has the ball last. That's really going to be the deciding factor in a lot of games this year, guys. Just letting you guys know.
I can do this.
No, Aiden. Biggest competition for the 1 seed in the NFC outside of the West. It's well, Eduardo, I'm taking it one game at a time, but we can win every game we play. And as Seahawks fans, with the way things are right now, honestly, as fans, I believe we should go into every game thinking that we're going to win. I know we're not going to win every game, because that's just not something that ever happens. But this team, like as fans, this team is good enough to where we can reasonably go into every game we play expecting a win. And we will lose some on the way, but we should feel comfortable that we have enough good stuff on this team to win every time we take the field. That's what I'm gonna say. There should be no game where we go, oh, well, I guess this is a loss. Let's just punt it and move on to the next one. You know, we don't do that. We don't do that here. Yeah, Emmett. I did want to point that out. Our special teams through 2 weeks might be the best in the league, and I'm not capping. I'm not capping.
Repent.
We've made all of our kicks. We've done incredibly well punting. Kickoffs have been good. Coverage has been good, and we've gotten like 3 good special teams returns. Absolutely awesome stuff. I'm gonna laugh really hard if the reason why the special teams is good is because Brian Schneider's not coaching the special teams anymore. That would really be a knee slapper.
Fool.
All these years of garbage special team play. And all we had to do was fire the coach, and immediately the unit just becomes the best in the league. I'm not saying that's why it happened, but it's a possibility, and that possibility makes me chortle. Who's better than Michael Dixon right now at punting, man? No, we'd probably fire Pete and then go get Marty Schottenheimer or something, the coach's son. Somebody else who doesn't know how to attack when the iron is hot.
I'll finish this.
Y2K, I'm not doing the geo triangles on this map because the map is the same, the tiles are the same color as the triangles, so I won't get any bonus out of it. You only get bonuses if you destroy a triangle on a different colored panel, and I don't mind the effect that much, so I'm just going to leave them. I'm just going to let them go for this one. Warp is fine, honestly. It just mixes up the map after every round, which I'm not too upset about, so I'm just going to leave it. But I destroy panels, I destroy the triangles when they have effects that I don't like, or if it's going to get me bonus items, and these will not. Okay, what are we doing? Yeah, I guess the Packers are the best team right now, but I truly don't believe that Packers team is as good as they look right now. I just don't. Yeah, Revry, but do you think that we are playing bend but don't break because we're really good in clutch situations, or are we playing bend don't break because we're lucky? I think it's because we're lucky. I think there's a lot of luck that goes into, you know, after not stopping them at all for most of the night, coming up with that big play on Cam Newton. Like, it's an awesome play, don't get me wrong, shout out to the people who made it, but even the players after the game have admitted it. They guessed what play the Patriots were going to run, and they guessed right. If they guessed wrong, Cam Newton walks in for the game winner. It was just a rock, paper, scissors. People will probably get mad at me for saying that, but that's okay.
Repent. Repent. Die.
I wish our run defense stunk. I would be so much happier if we had a bad run defense.
Repent.
I would so much rather have a bad run defense than a bad pass defense. Why can't we just, like, why can't we just be like the Packers were last year, kind of, you know? I would make that trade instantly.
Here I
Okay. Okay, you're not weak. Like, that's the funny thing, guys. The Seahawks actually have a top 2 run defense through 2 games. The run defense is playing great, and it doesn't matter at all. I alluded to that in my video today. Run defense means jack if you can't stop the pass as well. All it means is you can't hold a lead. Okay, Thursday, are you going to be able to... Oh, very nice. I think we can do this.
Attack!
Was anyone else not impressed with Tampa Bay against Carolina? Was anybody else kind of like underwhelmed with their game that they played against Atlanta? Okay, I'm going to give you one of these. I think Brady's done. I think he was kind of done last year, and they were able to disguise it, but Bruce Arians ain't disguising it. He's accentuating it. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, the fact that teams are not running the ball against us is partially a good thing because it means our offense is kicking butt. But the point is, who cares if we can stop the run? It means nothing unless we can at least do something against the pass. It's just a more of a fun statistical oddity than it is actually useful to winning football games. Yeah, Gronkowski's pretty washed, it looks like. To the shock of absolutely nobody. Except people trying to get clicks on Twitter. Writing about how Gronkowski's still a top 6 tight end in the league, even after a year away. Yeah, Emmett, that's not looking very good right now, is it? That little theory is not working very well. That's a great point.
Terminate!
Die. Repent.
Tom is finding out that life is a lot harder when you don't have a Hall of Fame head coach to bail you out all the time. That's really all I can say about this, man.
All right.
I mean, they were trying to fight their way back into that Saints game, and then they completely botched a squib kickoff. That kind of stuff never happened with Belichick. Well, Emmett, I mean, the good news is we're both about to find out a little bit about Jordan Brooks. I mean, I don't think I'll ever not hate that draft pick, but he's got 14 games and plenty of opportunities to prove that he's at least a good player, so... Yeah, but he wasn't very good against the Saints. Like, no matter how you slice it, he did not play very well against the Saints. I mean, he played bad enough for his own coach to throw him under the bus a little bit. That has to mean something. I know Bruce Arians is a weirdo and kind of a jackass, if we're being honest, but I don't think he would throw a player under the bus for no reason. I kind of laughed at the end of the Patriots game when we were so desperate for some kind of pass rush that we actually put Jordan Brooks out there to rush the passer, a linebacker. The Saints just lost to the Raiders. They're not NFC favorites. The Saints are overrated too.
It's been a while, Flan.
Oh, Emmett. Do you remember the fat kid Ori guy? He made another Discord account to try to harass me on Discord. And then when I blocked him and then I left the Seahawks server that I'm in, which is where he got my username from, he tried to come into one of my streams to harass me there. So, this 14-year-old kid has nothing better to do than make a bunch of Discord accounts to try to harass me. You know, Emmett, yeah, I'm sad about Blair, but I think Ugo can... I feel like Ugo can do some stuff. I mean, we did draft him for a reason. We gotta prove... I mean, we had to at least at some point have believed in him.
What? Don't tell me he's an angel! You've got to be kidding! No matter how you look at it, that's a face of a villain.
True. You look so evil, it's a pity that you're an angel.
Silence! How dare you look at my glorious face and call me a villain? Angel trainee Flan! To conspire with demons to wage war on Celestia is...
Yeah, but Brady didn't play that well last year either.
Not only that, but you have harmed innocent beings. You deserve nothing short of death. I, the Archangel Volcanus, shall carry out your sentence.
Please, Master Volcanus, I'm only here with a question for the Seraph.
Quiet, traitor! It disgusts me to even speak to you!
Master Volcanus, why? Why am I a traitor?
Stop pretending to be innocent! We all know that you are conspiring with demons so that you can take over Celestia! And on top of that, you tricked that stupid defender of Earth into fighting for your cause! How despicable! It is our responsibility as angels angels to destroy demons, the root of all evil, and watch over the...
I watched Patriots games last year. Brady missed a lot of throws. His supporting cast can be as bad as it wants to be, but he missed throws.
To renounce your sublime duty and join forces with these foul demons is simply unforgivable.
Hey! Who the hell do you think you are?
Well, Daniel, when you say cheap, how cheap are you thinking? Because I kind of like Desmond King too, but we don't exactly have a ton of assets. What would we need to give up to get Desmond King?
Wait! Please! Let me handle this.
If it's only a 5th or 6th round pick, I would probably do that, yeah.
Master Volcanus,
Just screw the whole draft this year.
What?
you believe that demons are evil, that humans are helpless, and that you alone are right.
Well, Emmett, I think the idea is we get him to replace Blair. I guess people don't believe in Amadi. And, you know, I kind of believe in Amadi, but I'm not in love with him, so I'm open to the possibility, but I'm happy to see what Amadi has for the time being.
But I know that demons can show kindness, and humans can be brave. Without seeking proof, you have allowed your judgment to be colored by prejudice. Isn't the evil which you speak of in your own heart, Master Volcanus?
What?
Well said,
I guess the problem is, if Ugo is bad, then we don't really have anybody who can play slot, because Trey Flowers is not a slot corner, and I don't think Dunbar is either, so it would be Shaq or nobody. We would be hosed.
Yeah, you hit it right on the nose. Right on!
Me, beep, bleep, beep. I am deeply moved.
I see that the Defender's spirit has awakened within you too. From this day forward, you shall be known as a Defender of Earth.
You, evil in my heart. Never! I am only doing what is right!
Yeah, okay, Nico Thorpe, but Nico Thorpe is bad. Nico Thorpe is not a good corner, period.
And I
don't want to put him out there. That sounds like a very bad idea.
Go, soldiers! Kill them all!
24 touchdowns and 4,000 passing yards in the current NFL is very forgettable. That's like... I mean, I kind of agree, Daniel, but at the same time, it's whatever. Like, Shaquem's not very good. Is Penny Hart playing special teams? Like, he has to be here for a reason.
Bite the dust!
And by the way, when you're evaluating Wilson, don't forget his rushing numbers are usually always very valuable. He adds a lot of value as a runner that Brady never does. If I had to guess, I would say that Shaq Griffin is so bad as a run stopper that we feel like we can't play him. Now, I don't know if I agree with that philosophy because run blocking is blah, but if I had to guess why Pete doesn't like him, it's because he feels like he can't stop the run. That would be my guess. I just want to get somebody out there so Benson Mayowa doesn't have to play 85% of the snaps. That's ridiculous. Well, by some measures, he's not in the NFL right now. I don't know. I mean, as much as I hate on Pete Carroll on this channel frequently, I don't think he's a complete moron yet. So I have to believe there is a reason why he's sending Shaquem down to the practice squad and not letting him play. That isn't just, I don't like the way he looked at me at practice on Sunday or something like that. There must be something in his game that he thinks he just doesn't have. As much as I don't really think Pete's a very good coach at this point in his career, I don't think he would just go like, I'm not going to play Shaquem because I'm a racist or something. There has to be something he's seen. What do I want to do? Okay, I think I like this better.
Here I come!
Eduardo, I mean, he's the oldest coach in the league. How can it not be coming to an end? Maybe it won't be this year, but it's gotta be coming. Especially, what does Pete do that's most beneficial to us? I mean, the best I can say at the moment would be that he gets a lot of, is that he's pretty good at getting the players on this team to buy into his system. To buy into the things you have to do as a professional in the NFL. Building that culture. That's really all he has left at this point. Because it's not the defense, because the defense hasn't been good for some time. It's not the offense, because we all know he has nothing to do with that. It's not recruiting players, because he's not doing that.
Terminate!
Daniel, how are we a big destination for free agents? Did you see the off-season we just had? We didn't, like, the biggest free agent we landed last off-season was frickin' Greg Olson. Daniel, I don't know where you're getting that information from. I didn't see any reason to believe that Clowney was happy to be here. And Jamal Adams is just happy to not be on the Jets. Like, I don't know if I can side with you on that one.
I'll protect you.
And besides, these are all trades. These were all trades that we made. There's a big difference between trades and free agency. Trades cost massive capital. defense is doing pretty well so far this year in terms of their situational play calling. If that holds throughout the year, then I'm not going to be so upset about them. Like, leave the offense alone, and I'll leave you alone.
Prepare yourself.
And through 2 games, it's been pretty solid. Not the best, but we're clearly trending in the right direction. Fire. Okay. Damn it. Did you both already go? Okay. Yeah, you did. Who hasn't moved yet? Nobody. Okay. Yeah, guys, if I were you guys, I would forget about Daryl Taylor. He's a rookie who just had a bum-off season. And also is going through an injury. His situation is probably worse than what Collier went through last year. Think about that. And look at what Collier did last year, and look at how much better he looks so far this year. Do the math. Dang it, dude. That is so annoying, them doing all this healing crap. Okay, I'm gonna try... Hopefully Laharl can at least get her most of the way down. Because clearly if I don't kill somebody in one turn, they just... okay, this is bad. I don't like this. This is not going the way I wanted it to.
Attack!
If Clay Matthews is the answer, I don't want to hear the question. Really, like, if Clay Matthews is the solution, then the question has to be horrifying. Now, if you want to bring Clay in to eat up snaps a game so we can take some snaps away from Mayoa so he can rest a little bit, okay, but understand that that's all you're doing. Oh, Emmett, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but I wanted to ask you something. How would you feel about, if he has a little bit of value, how would you feel about trading David Moore for some defensive line depth or something like that? Like, I don't know if David Moore has value, but he's a very cheap, he's a good punt returner, and he is showing stuff as a wide receiver. So, like, let's say the Redskins wanted to give up Ryan Kerrigan, but they wanted David Moore in a 4th round pick or something like that. Now, the problem is David Moore is playing really well as a punt returner, so we would lose that, but we're going to get Josh Gordon back eventually. And when we get Josh Gordon back, David Moore's probably not going to get on the field very much as a receiver, so maybe that's something we could drop. Just want to float that one out there, because part of the video I'm going to do next week about players we could trade for would be players that we could trade that have a little bit of value, like Rashad Penny, Hollister, David Moore, and I guess KJ Wright would be the only other one that even comes to mind right now.
Attack!
Okay, Freddie Swain can be our punt returner. Would he be a good punt returner? Because so far David Moore's been a pretty good punt returner. Damn it, she's just gonna heal. And I don't think I can do anything. Yeah, we got I don't know if I'm gonna win this. This is actually kind of tough. They keep healing each other. Daniel, Bobby will get it. Bobby will accept a trade, and he's going to like it. This is a business, not a frat house.
Pray. Die.
Running an NFL team
Repent.
is a business. If Bobby Wagner is forcing the team to keep a set $10 million outside linebacker who doesn't make any big plays and maybe isn't even one of the 3 best linebackers on the team, no. Like, come on, guys. This is football. This is not, like I said, this is not a frat house. Bobby has already watched all of his defensive butt buddies leave over the past couple years. Sherman, Cam, Earl, Averill, Bennett. He will get over losing KJ Wright, who, by the way, was not as good as any of the players I just listed.
Here I come!
And by the way, if Bobby would throw a fit if we traded KJ, then I'm going to have a big beef with Bobby. This is a business. Yeah, that I agree with, Daniel. That I agree with. I don't know if anybody would trade for KJ with his salary. I will agree with that. It would probably be something where we pay most of his salary, but at least we would have him off the team and could play some of the younger pieces. Fabio, this is a Michael Bennett free household. In this house, we don't mention Michael Bennett. Michael Bennett is a taboo world. Taboo word in this house.
Here I come!
I honestly think I would rather just lose games than sign Michael Bennett. I don't know, I would have to think about that one. If we're going to go get a washed up defensive end, I'd rather go get Cameron Wake, by the way. Like not even like as a personal thing, like not even because I personally don't like Bennett. I would genuinely rather just go get Cameron Wake out of retirement or something.
Repent.
Out of my way! Yes!
Repent. Fool.
I don't like Bennett because he's a dummy. Yeah, Daniel, I mean, I don't hate the idea. I don't think it's reasonable. I think we would have a better chance of Houston trading J.J. Watt, honestly, and I don't think that's going to happen either.
Out of my way!
Yeah, Daniel, but a lot of that cap space is going to be earmarked for Jamal, so we don't have as much as you might be thinking. If Wilson would force a trade after a Pete extension, then I would hope Jody Allen would have the good sense to know that that means you cannot extend Pete. No, Revrai, I think Miles Garrett is untouchable for the moment. I think Miles Garrett is untouchable. I don't think any trade offer you could realistically make would get Miles Garrett out of Cleveland right now. Miles Garrett isn't in Houston, he's in Cleveland. Frank Clark might return in like 5 years when he's done with his contract in Kansas City. But he's not going to return right now. Why would Kansas City even ponder doing that? They have a Super Bowl contender. Why would they mess it up? By the way, other than like Mahomes and Mitchell Schwartz, Frank Clark might have been the Chiefs' most important player during their Super Bowl run. Maybe Travis Kelce too, but... Let me ask the chat something about this. So one thing that's been said about the offense so far this season is that Brian Schottenheimer moved up into the booth so he could see the field from above, and he's calling the plays while looking down from above. And that supposedly has made the offense a lot better. Why wasn't he doing that from the start? That seems like a really obvious thing for me. Like why was this not being done from the jump? Can somebody explain this to me? But why did it take 2 years to figure out, if this is truly what's making the offense better, why did it take 2 years to figure this out?
Something's not right.
Huh? What do you mean?
We've made it this far, but still haven't seen any sign of the Seraph.
That's true.
If the Seraph is not involved in any of this, then why hasn't he come out and saved Flan?
So, you're saying the fact that he hasn't shown up can only mean...
I understand your point. But I'll believe in Master Lamington until the very end.
Jeez, you're stubborn. Don't tell me it's because of love again.
Patriots are probably going to have a better season than the Cowboys this year.
That's love.
Partially because of the Cowboys' injuries, but regardless, I think the Patriots will have a better season than the Cowboys this year.
Oh, what a love freak.
Well, I don't trust the Seraph myself, but I guess I can tag along.
Edna.
I'll help you, Flan. I believe in you.
Me too. I trust in your love.
Beep, beep, blip, beep. I will accompany you too.
Miss Jennifer, Mr. Gordon, Mr. Thursday.
This is ridiculous. You guys are so naive.
Does that mean you're leaving, Prince?
Fool! How can I turn back now when I haven't seen the Seraph? I'll go on even if it's by myself.
Laharl. Everybody, thank you so much. I'm glad that I met all of you. I have harmed my own kind. No matter how this journey
The Cowboys'
ends,
defense
I will receive
is
severe
not going to be good this year. No way, no how.
But I have no regrets. I was able to meet such wonderful companions.
Oh god, they're giving me the maze layout, huh? Oh, I see what this is gonna do. It's gonna make me go through this stupid maze while these guys snipe me to death. So, let's do as much damage to the snipers as possible. So, Laharl... They might have lost their two best corners.
I can do this.
Well, Hillel, do they have a pass rush? Like, Alden Smith is playing good so far, but DeMarcus Lawrence looks like a freak. It looks like a dude who got a big contract and decided he wasn't going to bother trying to play hard anymore. And, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know about their pass rush at this point. Yeah, Daniel, I guess, but the thing is, we still have our second round pick, our fourth round pick. We still have late round picks that we could find those guys with. Like, it's not out of the... Like, we still have later picks. What we don't have are our top picks, but for the reasons that you kind of stated, I think the later round picks might be more valuable than they usually are this year, so that's not necessarily, ruining anything. Well, Daniel, would you rather load up this roster this year to try to go win a Super Bowl this year? Or would you rather keep picks in the hopes that you can get a player that might be useful one day? Like, this team is clearly, in many areas, good enough to win the Super Bowl. So... like, I like having draft picks too, but... who's Desmond Green? Emmett, I don't know if your comment about LJ Collier was sarcastic or not, but I think you were right about him, dude. And I know you said you didn't have any reason to believe what you believed about him, but I think you were right because I'll say more in my video tomorrow, but he is killing the game right now. Oh, we had better not give Carson a penny right now, dude. That's not what we need. I don't know. I don't think... I mean, Carson's clearly a very good player. But can it honestly be said that we would be that much worse off with some, you know, solid rookie in the 4th or 5th round next year? I would trade Penny, let Carson walk, let Hyde walk, and then go get new running backs for next year. That strikes me as smart business. Like, go find somebody you like, go get them, and roll with it. Popo, Jamal Adams, the player, is certainly worth what we gave up in that trade. Should we have made that trade? I'm not so sure, because our defense is so bad. Who cares? Like, why would you trade for a defensive superstar like that if your defense is still going to be shitty, you know? That's my thing. Yes, Jamal Adams is worth those picks. There's no doubt in my mind of that. But maybe he wasn't worth those picks to us. That depends on whether or not this defense can start playing well at some point. Well, Emmett, I'm sorry, not Emmett, Daniel, is that just luck? Or is that something sustainable? I mean, Jamal Adams doesn't shove steroids up his butt before important plays. He's just so happened to make big plays on a few of the biggest, most important plays this season. I don't really consider that to be sustainable. And Emmett, I don't think... Jamal Adams is typically quite good in coverage. He had a bad game against the Patriots, but generally speaking, throughout his history as a player, he's been quite good in coverage. I don't think we should be judging him solely based off that one game where he did play fairly bad. I can certainly see that.
Repent.
Well, here's the thing, Daniel. I don't think it's good business to trade for a defensive superstar to make your defense go from worst in the league to, like, third worst in the league. Or second worst in the league to fifth worst in the league. I don't want to make a massive trade for a defensive superstar just so my defense is slightly less atrocious. So that's what I don't like. We should, if you're trading for Jamal Adams to make your defense elite or really good or good, that's different. But I'm not saying I'm against the Clowney trade yet. I don't think we have enough information yet. This defense could start playing well by the end of the season. I'm willing to say that's still a bit of a TBD. But as of right now, I can't say I'm super into it. As much as I think Jamal Adams is worth those picks. Would I rather have traded for Quentin Nelson instead? Maybe? Because Quentin Nelson is an awesome player and probably would have made this, but... okay, well, 1 second here. What do I want to use? No, can't do that. I'm going to do that. Okay.
Bite the dust!
Yeah, for the moment, I'm willing to say this trade needs some time to determine if it was worth it or not. Like, would I rather have Jamal Adams or Rashad Penny and LJ Collier? Well, Of course I would rather have Jamal Adams, but those are two terrible picks. I'm hoping that eventually at some point this team will stop making terrible first-round picks. Like, just because this, I don't think that's exactly the right way to look at it. I don't think we can say, well, we suck at making first-round picks, so the solution is to trade all of our first-round picks. No, the solution is to get a GM who knows how to use first-round picks. I'm not saying I'm against the trade, by the way. I'm not saying I'm against the trade. In fact, I think if we could do it over again, I would probably say we should do it because he's the only guy on this team who can generate pressure right now, which is, you know, if we didn't have him, we'd really have nothing. But if the defense doesn't start rounding into shape by the end of this season, then it's hard for me to say that the trade was worth doing when we could have just waited a year and maybe gotten him for a lot less, or waited 2 years and gotten him in free agency for nothing. You see what I'm saying here? Popo, I feel pretty good about the Cowboys game right now, but it's definitely a game I could see going either way. That's a very high-scoring game where whoever has the ball last will probably win.
Repent.
CJ Mosley. Do we not have enough linebackers already?
Fool.
I mean, we are blitzing Jamal Adams a ton so far this year, and I'm going to go into that in my video tomorrow. So it's not like we're forcing Jamal Adams to play like Earl Thomas. And getting Quandre Diggs ejected in the last game probably interfered with him a good amount, I will say that. Like, we were probably planning on using him in certain ways, and then Quandre got ejected and we had to reconsider. So I'm not going to make any super emphatic judgments on the Jamal trade yet. Actually, Emmett, Jamal Adams has gotten 2 sacks and 2 QB hits and 2 QB hurries already. He's got 6 QB pressures total. It's actually really impressive how effective he's been on those blitzes so far, in my estimation. So, on that regard, I actually think the team is actually handling it pretty well. The only problem that I have right now is just we made that trade, and the defense is still dog crap. So, what are we doing about that? And I'm not saying it's Jamal's fault, by the way. The defense being terrible is absolutely not Jamal's fault in my estimation, in my opinion. I'm not putting this on him, but it is what it is. Yeah, Jamal can win Defensive Player of the Year. He looks like he's going to put up those kinds of stats.
Repent.
Hopefully this does a ton of damage and kills at least one of them. But I'm not super optimistic.
Bite the dust!
It's crazy how unbalanced my team is. Revrai, I think I would rather have Jamal of the two, I think. Jalen Ramsey might be a little overrated. He has not played that well in the last couple years.
Pray.
I don't know if Jamal is really that dude at this point. Like, I'm not saying he's bad or anything. He's obviously not, but in certain regards, he's actually kinda sort of underwhelmed me. Fabio, I will doubt the Hawks whenever the hell I please. That's what happens when you have 8 lackluster drafts in a row. Your fans start to doubt you. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at the team.
Bite the dust!
Finish!
No, he's asleep. God dang it. Okay, I think I can still win.
Bite the dust!
I mean, we've had a couple other good picks too. Michael Dixon was a good pick. Chris Carson was a good pick. I honestly think that, well, I guess Luke Wilson was a pretty good pick because he was just a 5th rounder and it's whatever. Shaquille Griffin was a good pick. He was a 3rd rounder and he's already made a Pro Bowl. But we've had no good overall drafts. Oh, I see. Early. Okay, early. Yeah, Frank Clark and a couple of wide receivers. Have we had good 2nd round picks besides Metcalf and Clark? Let me think. I feel like there have been a couple that I'm just not thinking of right now. I guess Justin Britt was an okay draft pick for a 2nd rounder. He had some good years, but it's not special. Oh, Paul. Why couldn't you have worked out? You were so fun for that one season where you stayed healthy. Or 2 seasons, I can't remember. It was either 1 season or 2 seasons. I think Paul Richardson was a 2nd and Justin Britt was a 2nd in the same draft. Ethan Postic's played well so far. Postic looks good through 2 games. The offensive line, Dwayne Brown and Ethan Postic have played good. Upati/Simmons have played okay. Shell has played pretty bad. And Damian Lewis has looked great in run blocking and garbage in pass blocking. I think that's a pretty solid roundup.
Here I come!
Okay, please don't heal. Okay, good. Ba-bang! if I'm going to be able to do the next fight. I'm going to give it a spin, but with the way things are going, I'm eventually going to run to a fight I can't handle. Oh, there's another potentially good draft pick, Ethan Posick. You know, 3 years later, he finally becomes a quality starter. Yeah, Emmett, I did not appreciate what Greg Olson did to Wilson's interception count on Sunday, I will say that. That was not appreciated. But it's not shocking. I mean, the thing is, if I could choose between Russell Wilson throwing the ball to DK Metcalf or Greg Olson, give me DK Metcalf every single time. So I don't want him to throw the ball a bunch to Greg if it's going to take away from what he's doing with Metcalf or even Lockett at this point. Like, there's so much more upside there. Do you trust Pete to fix the defense? I don't know how to answer that. I think it is a possibility that he can fix the defense, but I can't say I trust him to fix the defense because it didn't really happen last year. It kind of happened. After we got Quandre Diggs, the defense played a couple of really good games. Then Diggs got hurt, and the defense was bad again. And then Diggs got back, and the defense was still pretty bad. So, like, I don't know what to think of that other than, well,
I'm surprised.
Where's that defense we were talking about?
Not bad at all.
Everybody be careful. Whenever a villain appears and talks like this, there's always a trap.
Who are you calling a villain? This will keep your filthy mouth shut. Evil born from the darkness of chaos, abide by the pact and annihilate my foes!
The defense in week 1, yes I did, Robert, I hit that a couple hours ago. How the defense played in week 1, I mean, we gave up 500 yards, so you can't say they played well. The only thing I can say about them is the same thing I said about them in the Patriots game, is that they played well on the 4 or 5 most important defensive snaps, but they played like crap on the others. Y2K, you do not.
Demon summoning?
How can this be? Making a pact with demons is strictly forbidden by our law.
Watch out, these aren't ordinary demons.
Scan them, Thursday!
Mechanical discussion is an interesting one. Nice change up from the same old DL issues. Yeah. Yeah,
Beep, blip, beep, immeasurable power and endurance. Danger, danger.
Like, if you wanted to fix the DL with talent, you should have done it months ago. You can't do it now. That's why I get annoyed when people keep asking me about Clay Matthews. Like, Clay Matthews sucks. He's not fixing this defensive line. If you sign Clay Matthews, the defensive line still sucks.
I have enlisted these greater demons for an occasion such as this. They were eager to sign the contract when I told them that they could have the Netherworld in exchange for your death.
See, Prince? How many times have I told you to be a better role model for your subjects?
Popo. Nobody. I don't know how many more times I can say this. We can't trade for anybody to fix this. We can't sign anybody to fix this. We can trade for and sign players to help a little bit, but there's no fixing this. The only thing that can fix this is time, and that's a maybe, but that's all we have right now.
Shut up! Now's not the time!
Enjoy fighting your own kind!
Damn it! Even I can't take care of this many greater demons!
What's the plan? Should we retreat?
You think they'll let us retreat?
But what else can we do?
Come on! I don't recall having friends that lose their cool in front of their adversaries.
Who is this?
Look! Over there!
You're... Hey! Who the heck is that?
Well, Emmett, if he's doing that, then I really wish he had not signed Greg Olson and just signed Brian Bulaga instead.
I don't know.
I don't think I've seen that Prinny before.
Hey, don't you recognize me? These eyes full of hope and resolution. The spirit that burns within me. And this bold and valiant stature. Who else could it be? It is I, Curtis.
Curtis? You mean that Kurt?
That's right. Curtis, Defender of Earth.
I thought you were with your family in heaven.
Yeah, Y2K, I don't like to waste my pieces on printies. I like to...
That's what I had hoped
I can
for,
only play
but
10
I've
people
committed
per
too
fight.
many sins in my
I don't like to
lifetime.
waste that on exploding printies that don't even do that much damage.
I was given a different form to make up for what I did. I have returned to atone for my sins, and to help my precious friends.
Curtis.
You know, it's not like this team didn't attempt to address the defensive line. They've just done it in a more roundabout and, you know, long form way. Like, we have spent top draft picks on Rasheem Green, Darryl Taylor, LJ Collier is obviously the big one. We've tried to address that position. It just, well, not working great. Daniel W. Jerron Reed is somebody who is disappointing me right now, but,
Don't laugh! It's not like I had a choice!
I'm not throwing in the towel on him yet.
I'm sorry. It's just that you're so darn cute.
I rushed here thinking you guys needed me, and this is what I get? Maybe I shouldn't have bothered to come.
No, Curtis, I am grateful that you're here. Your words have rekindled the
Yeah, Malik
flame in
McDowell,
each of our hearts.
I mean, that was a ultimate disaster.
Right, everyone?
Well, he went through all
And you know,
that just for us.
I like
We can't
Rasheem
give up
Green.
now, can we?
LJ Collier is slowly starting to win me over. I like Darryl Taylor, although we're not going to find out this year in all likelihood. You know, we just... Where's the superstar? Where's the super stud?
Of course not. As king of the Netherworld, I will show these demons who's in charge.
Okay, I can't remember how good Curtis is, but I think he's really good.
I think we can do it!
Hey, Thomas.
Am I supposed to find that reassuring?
There is nothing to worry about. Friendship power beats anything!
Jeez. Anyways, let's do it!
All right!
I wonder, you know, I don't think the Jets would do it, but what if the Jets wanted to trade Quinnen Williams? Because, you know, the Jets are the worst team in the league, and he's only been in the league 2 years. I don't think they would give up on him. What if the Jets would trade Quinnen Williams because he's a guy with a ton of talent who just hasn't bared fruit yet?
See ya.
Whoa, these things are strong, dude. Even though there are only 5 of them, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. This is going to be brutal.
Protect you.
I seriously doubt we'll re-sign both, and I don't think we're going to sign either personally. Bobo, yeah, I think that's on the table. Problem is, the Redskins look like they might not be as bad as I thought they were going to be, so maybe they would want to hold on to him and actually go for a playoff spot this year since their division is poop. I don't know. I can't crawl inside Dan Snyder's head. I would feel a lot better about trading Shaq if Blair didn't get hurt, but I would still consider doing it.
Oh!
Here I come.
Prepare yourself!
It's not a bad idea, Daniel. I mean, if Pete Carroll can only do one thing in this world, it should be finding quality cornerback prospects late in the draft. So, yeah. I think Dunbar played good in the second half. I think he came around a little bit that second half and played pretty decently. The first half, bleh. But the second half, I saw some signs. I mean, it's not the biggest shock in the world that he might take a little while to get the Carroll system. But, things are looking up after he sucked in week 1.
Terminate!
It's not turning into interceptions yet, except for, you know, the one. But one thing it does, I mean, Dunbar's getting his hand on the ball a lot. Like, Dunbar has good ball skills, and we're gonna need turnovers, because turnovers are gonna be one of the only things that can get us off the freaking field. So, I appreciate that. I mean, you know, Shaq has basically no ball skills. Oh, okay, Daniel, no, I said one of them turned into an interception. I'm saying he's getting all these chances at interceptions. He was able to turn one of them into an interception. And you're right, he did turn one of them into an interception, but he is really good at making plays on the ball, it seems. He blew the opportunity to get a couple of picks, but he did get the one.
I'll finish this.
I don't think Dunbar's been up and down. I think he was down and then he's up. Like, he was down for the first quarter, 1.5 games, and he's been up since. Yeah, it's disappointing. It's starting to look like Shaq just might not have ball skills. Popo, are you trolling in here? Do I need to kick you or something? I feel like you're trolling. I feel like you're subtly trolling with this shit. I don't know. I don't know, though. I'm having a hard time getting a read on it. I feel like you're trolling.
Yeah.
Ugo Amati has more than a shot. He's gonna play. Like, what are we gonna do? Just not play a nickel cornerback? Don't say that. Daniel, you're trolling, right? His dominance at USC had one national championship. Are we really going to compare him to, like, Bear Bryant, Nick Saban, guys who won multiple championships? Come on. That's silly. Pete's career has been incredible, but he's not in the GOAT discussion. That may be true, but there are coaches who are clearly better than him, like Nick Saban and Bill Belichick, and honestly, I don't know about Andy Reid, maybe. Like, Pete's a Hall of Famer for sure, easily, but to suggest that he has an argument to be better than Belichick or Bear Bryant or Nick Saban or several other guys that I'm not even going to bother mentioning at this moment is no, I'm not on board with that. Pete is a lock for the Hall of Fame for sure.
Prepare yourself. Finish. Justice shall prevail.
I mean, pretty much any any elite coach changed the game in some way or the other. Like, I honestly think Andy Reid was the first coach to realize that running the ball wasn't really that good of a thing to do. Okay, real talk about Dan Quinn, though. Do we even want Dan Quinn? Like, think about it, guys. Dan Quinn is the head coach of the team with the worst defense in with the only defense in the league that might be worse than ours. Like, Dan Quinn did good stuff here, but, like, look at that Falcons defense, man. Are we sure he's actually gonna be able to help?
I can do this.
I mean, I'm not saying he was bad when he was here, and I'm not saying everything that's happening is all his fault or anything, but I don't know, man. Yeah, but Emmett, which one is the turd and which one is the flaming turd? I'm not sure.
Here I
I don't think Chris Richard is still there, but I could be wrong. I think they fired everybody last year. Or let everybody go. They didn't fire Garrett because, you know, Jerry refuses to fire his favorite son. Pete was once a much different coach than he is now. Pete used to take chances. Pete used to take risks. Pete used to do things differently. He actually, when he first got to Seattle, I remember a lot of people were shocked at how often he would do things like go for it on 4th down and go for big plays and stuff like that. And he just doesn't really do that anymore. Damn it. Strong against ice. Okay. Well, I'm still gonna have to do what I can, I guess, so... You know, a lot of NFL players, if given an option of where to play, will try to pick the Cowboys because they rooted for the Cowboys when they were kids. Who did Alden Smith root for when he was a kid? I wonder if he would have just picked Dallas no matter what we did. Okay, I'm good. I'm gonna win this.
Protect you.
You know, Emma, that's what I'm saying too, but these kids still rooted for the Cowboys when they were little. A lot of them, you know, are from Texas because all the high schools in Texas turn out the best football players. Alden Smith has looked good in Dallas. He has a sack. He might have more. I'm not sure, but he looked good against the Rams. I know that. Like Jamal Adams was a Cowboys fan growing up, and his first choice for team to go to when he was trying to get off the Jets was the Cowboys, I think.
I can do this.
The best defensive lineman on the Cowboys is definitely a tallest midget fight, but yes, he is. I used to listen to a DC Fanatic. That was a big Cowboys fan. He passed away in 2014. The last meaningful football game he ever saw was the Super Bowl 48. He was like in his 40s or something, and he was just an angry Cowboys fan, so pissed off that the team had been irrelevant for, at the time that he died, almost 20 years. Alright, we won that fight.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Yeah, sure. You were about to run away when I got here.
I only suggested a temporary strategic retreat. That's totally different from running away.
Now, let's just say that the power of our friendship brought us victory.
This conversation's going nowhere. Let's move on.
Right. We still have that villain to defeat. What's up ahead, Flan?
Let's see. We're about to enter the Seraphic Sanctuary, the Washington, only sentries and high-ranking angels are allowed inside.
Sounds interesting.
Please, stay alert. There's no telling what Master Volcanus might do at this point.
There's no need to be concerned. Who do you think I am? I am Laharl, the Overlord!
Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for me tonight. Fun chat tonight. Thank you everybody for coming out. Tomorrow, 1200 subscriber special. We will be live streaming the second half. Unless something comes up that I'm not currently foreseeing, I will be live streaming the second half of the Jaguars-Dolphins game. We can go root for probably the Jaguars, I guess, because we want the Dolphins to lose so we can pillage their roster for trade shit. But, yeah. Okay, wait. No, I don't want that. I want an egg. I want an egg yolk. No, Daniel, if I do that, YouTube will come and cut my penis off. I'm just going to be streaming while I watch the game to field questions and talk about stuff. I'm pretty sure if I try to show the game, YouTube will just take down my channel pretty immediately. They're pretty on point with that stuff. See you later. Alright, see you guys tomorrow. Go Hawks. Let's go.